Starting a YouTube channel is kind of terrifying. You're putting yourself out there to write a script, film yourself delivering it to the camera, and then sharing it with the entire internet. You might be worried that your friends and family could judge you for doing it, or that people are gonna think you're cringy or trying too hard. And most of all, you might be worried that you simply won't succeed at it. And if I'm totally honest with you, all of that stuff could happen. But in my opinion, none of it is a good enough reason to hold yourself back from trying. I've wanted to be a full-time YouTuber pretty much since the job came into existence. And pursuing this career has led to so many fulfilling friendships, cool opportunities, and ultimately the ability to generate an income doing something that I love. I did have people in my life who thought I was cringy or questioned why I would want to put videos of myself on the internet. I did face lots of embarrassment and awkward moments, and most of all, frequently feeling like I was a failure. But nonetheless, it has all been so worth it. So today I wanted to share some advice, but most of all encouragement for those of you that are still feeling a bit too afraid to start your YouTube channel. And to give you a sense of some of the cool opportunities that can arise from pursuing this work, I thought I would share all of this while taking you along for a brand trip that I'm going on in New York City. So let's go catch a flight. Real quick, I want to say thank you to Dash Hudson for sponsoring this week's video and for bringing me out here to New York City to be part of Adweek's Social Media Marketing Week. Dash Hudson is legit one of my favorite brands to work with, and I love how they're such a leader in the social media and content creator space. I'm going to talk more about the conference later and more about what I learned from Dash Hudson's CMO at our session. But for now, let's get back into the video. There is nothing quite like taking off your shoes at the end of a long travel day, and it has been a long one. I'll spare you the details, but long story short, I wanted to see the eclipse before I left home, and it was incredible, but it was like pandemonium on the road, so it took twice as long to get to the airport as it should have, which meant I spent very little time in the airport, which stresses me out, but I made my flight, and I made it here to this really, really nice hotel. Really need to shower and eat something because it's 10 p.m. and I never had dinner. So I'm gonna order Uber Eats to my room, which feels so luxurious. I'm gonna shower in this beautiful bathroom. And then I'm gonna tell you what we're doing here. I've never stayed at a hotel that comes with robes before. This feels so fancy. Especially for a girl who spends like half her time living in a van, using a composting toilet and showering outdoors. I swear not a day goes by that I don't feel so grateful for this job. So the reason I am here in New York is because Dash Hudson has generously invited me out to join them at Adweek's Social Media Marketing Week. Plus, I'm gonna have the chance to meet some of you at Dash Hudson's Creator and Social Media Marketer Meetup. Of course, we gotta do a little goodie bag haul, but honestly, I can't take myself seriously like this, so I'm gonna get dressed. So hungry. It's 11 p.m. Of course. What is open right now for delivery? Falafel is actually my favorite. Like, I love it.
Why? It actually is deeper than you think.
Okay, it's almost midnight. I finally had my dinner, and I do want to show you what's in that bag. I want to know what's in it myself. I haven't looked yet because I'm trying to keep it a surprise for the video. But I desperately need to sleep. Also, the lighting in here isn't the best at night, so I will see you in the morning, and don't worry, we're gonna keep chatting about how you can overcome your fear of starting a YouTube channel, and I'm gonna share even more inspiration with you. So stay tuned, I'll see you in the morning. It looks like a beautiful morning out there. I'm so excited to be in New York today. Why don't we start off our day by talking about one of the most major reasons why starting a YouTube channel is hard and why a lot of people avoid it for a really long time. I feel like the definition of starting a YouTube channel is essentially putting yourself in a very vulnerable position and doing so publicly. When you are starting to learn most things, you have the opportunity to do so privately. For example, getting good at sourdough baking, learning a new language, or improving your yoga. You have the opportunity to be a beginner in private. You can take one-on-one lessons, you can do it at home. Nobody has to know that you're like not good at it yet. You can learn new skills without everybody seeing your mistakes. But you don't get that opportunity with YouTube because the very nature of it is that it's public. When I first started my channel, I used to wish so badly there was some way that I could grow a large audience without my friends or family ever knowing. And then finally when I had like 100K subscribers, I would tell them, hey, look, I've got a YouTube channel and I'm like so good at it. And yes, there is a way to be low key about it. And I feel like I was kind of like that at first. But it was actually a game changer for me to start seeking the support of my friends and family. And when I told people that this was something that I was working towards, I did get a lot of support. Sometimes we can be our own worst critic and we imagine that the people in our lives are going to be not so receptive to our goals or our dreams. But I find that more often than not, people do want to be supportive. You just have to give them that opportunity, and they can't be supportive if they don't know what you're doing. So here's a mindset shift for you. There is no shame in being a beginner. In fact, it's really admirable because it means that you're trying something new. And also, there's no shame in trying something and then not continuing with it if it's not for you. Now, personally, I do think that you'll be really good at it, and I do think you'll be successful with it. But just know you always have that choice. You don't have to feel like you're committing for life. You can be a beginner at things. You don't always have to be perfect at what you do as soon as you start doing it. The reality is every creator needs to go through the learning and the growth phase. You kind of just need to accept it. And once you do accept it and you just start trying, that is when you start to gain the confidence around it. Y'all need to know, I very patiently waited to open my Christmas presents till morning, okay? Because I wanted to share it with you. Such a sweet little note from Nikki and the Dash Hudson team. I love this. It's their first ever brand trip. Oh, this is so nice. This is a LED light to use with your phone. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. It even has their branding on it. Oh, is this jewelry? Oh, this is so cute. Oh, this is so good. Chain phone wristlet. I was literally just talking about how I want something to attach to my phone so that I don't drop it and it doesn't get stolen. Oh, okay. I have seen so much. Okay, you've probably seen this on your Reels feed. It is one of these sticky things that you can suction to your phone, and then you can like suction your phone to the window. It's an Octo Buddy. Oh, nice. Charger cord for your phone. That's always super helpful. Okay, is this actually? No way. They gave us digital cameras? That is so cute. I'm sure if you've been on TikTok lately, you know the craze of like, basically teenagers now treat digital cameras the way that like my generation of teens treated film cameras. It's like their retro kind of thing. It does kind of give a certain vibe to your images, that's for sure. I'm excited to try that out. Girl, you know, they're giving us something to drink out of. It looks like a Stanley mug type of thing. This will definitely keep me hydrated. And of course, we've got a cute Dash Hudson hoodie. Okay, but for real, this tote bag will be so useful to me because I didn't bring a backpack on this trip. It'll be great for carrying my stuff to work from cafes later this week. Okay, my Uber driver that I scheduled last night is here, and this is the part where I freak out and make sure that I have everything I need. But I've got my phone, I've got extra batteries for this camera, my wallet, my room key, my phone charger. Okay, time to head to the financial district. Fit check though. I don't know. Hopefully hopefully this is okay, guys. Let's go. Why am I'm so high strung. I just For Katie?
Yes, how are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you for waiting.
that brands have the data and insights that they need to not just do well on social, but really push the needle and make an impact.
Yo, what a ride! It's been a great day so far. Just popped back to the hotel and I'm gonna go grab lunch with the other creators that came on the Dash Hudson trip. Haley and Chris, they're super nice. I feel like I've learned so much already. I went to the talk with the CMO of Dash Hudson and the CEO of the Inky List, who is a client of Dash Hudson. And so much of what they were talking about how brands need to build relationships with their customer base through content that provides entertainment or education, and just really focusing on that awareness piece over like direct sales. I feel like there's so much we can learn from that as creators as well, and the importance of building relationships with our audiences. Yes, we do need to monetize what we do, and we have ways of doing that through our own products, through brand deals, through affiliate links, but none of that is going to be effective unless you have that relationship base first. I also loved the chat with Brandon Blackwell, very popular designer on social media. Somebody in the audience asked him, how does he balance what his customers want in terms of new products, like new bags, and what he wants to create? And he gave an example specifically that like he hates yellow bags, but he knows that his customers want them. So he'll design a yellow bag, but he'll make the structure or the style of it something that he really likes. And I feel like that is the perfect metaphor for like the creator audience balance when it comes to how we make content. Yes, you have to make stuff that the algorithm wants, that the audience wants, that's gonna perform well. That's how you make this into a viable business. But you also need to make stuff that you enjoy making, or else you're gonna burn out, you're not gonna like doing it. So I just love that metaphor, thinking about making the yellow bag but doing it in a structure that you like. Making the informational video about social media tips but doing it as a vlog. That's kind of my version of it. Figure out what the version of the yellow bag is for you. It is a beautiful day here in New York City, so I gotta change into something cooler because it is warm out, and then let's go grab some lunch. It is so beautiful here. This is such a gorgeous day. Maybe it's just me, or maybe somebody else can relate to this, but I feel like it takes like approximately 2 seconds for my hotel room to just turn into a disaster. Another thing that holds back a lot of creators from getting started on YouTube is not wanting to be in the growth phase. Everyone wants to be able to say, yeah, I'm a successful full-time YouTuber, and nobody wants to have to say, yeah, I'm trying to become a YouTuber. That's how I felt anyway. I was always so insecure about coming across as a wannabe, or I felt like it was embarrassing to admit that I was trying to be something that I wasn't yet. But I really think we all need a mindset shift on this topic. I really believe it is cool to try. It is cool to be a tryhard, to take something that you're not very good at or you're new at and try to become good at it. Honestly, I have never resonated more with the Taylor Swift lyric than I've never been a natural, all I do is try, try, try. Because I truly feel like that is me. Like everything that I'm good at, it's because I've put brute force discipline into doing it. I don't think I was a natural at being a YouTuber. I spent 10 years practicing before I saw success with it. I don't think I'm a natural at picking up second languages. I spent a year doing like an hour a day of practice to be conversational in Spanish, if I can call myself that. And I think trying needs a rebrand. Like trying is cool. It's cool to put effort in. It's cool to earnestly care about something, but we live in a society that's so sarcastic and ironic. And so it kind of feels embarrassing to admit that you want to try hard at something, but I don't think it should be. And I think especially when it comes to posting on YouTube, it really is cool to be posting consistently and working towards building an audience, because to me that says that you genuinely care about about what you're posting. Because the thing is, once you have an established audience, honestly, it becomes easier to want to post. So many content creators are addicted to the dopamine hit of posting something and then seeing all the engagement that it gets. That is just like a chemical motivation to post more often. So if you're the kind of person that's not getting a ton of feedback or results or engagement yet, and yet you still show up week after week creating your content and posting it, to me that shows a real sense of discipline, of passion, of true care for what you're doing, because you're posting it even without getting that dopamine hit of validation from other people online. So for creators out there who are just getting started or are feeling too scared to start, I want you to know that I respect you so much. I think that small YouTubers are the coolest kind of YouTubers because you clearly truly care about what you're doing and you're passionate about creation itself and not just the validation of the metrics and the results. So never ever feel embarrassed to be just getting started, because I think you're cool. So you should too. Anyway, I'm back now after lunch and a nice coffee working break. And I've changed outfits because I'm about to go to the meetup that Dash Hudson is hosting. I'm very excited, but also nervous because I hope I get to meet some of y'all. I hope somebody shows up that, you know, maybe knows who I am. It'll be a good time either way though, because the other creators that have come on the Dash Hudson trip are like super friendly. So I'd be excited to just chat with them all night. But yeah, it is a beautiful day in New York City. Like, I feel so grateful to be here right now. And I'm excited to go make some new friends. So let's go. Hopefully my outfit's cool, guys. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Morning. It is time to explore New York City. I've got a free day. I am gonna head over to the conference later this afternoon. First, there is so much to see, so let's do it. So I've got big plans for my morning / early afternoon of exploration. I wanna walk from the Bowery Hotel where I'm staying to B&H Photo Video. I always love visiting that store when I'm here because it's just like Disneyland for people who love cameras. So that's about a 2.5 mile walk. Google Maps says it'll take about an hour, and I want to meander. I want to check out stuff along the way. Maybe get a matcha, sit in a coffee shop. We will see. Does anybody else's camera roll look like this after you go to a bookstore? Because I just always find so much stuff that I want to get, but I'm like, I can't buy like a dozen books right now. They're not gonna fit in my suitcase. So anyway, I always take photos and then I'm like, okay, I'll like get them later or get them from the library. As we explore the city together today, I thought I would talk about the final barrier that I think holds a lot of people back from finally just picking up and starting that YouTube channel that you've been wanting to, and that is that there is no clear deadline. The thing about starting a YouTube channel is it is so open-ended. Nobody's telling you to do it. Nobody's setting any deadlines. It's just something that you're kind of seeking out yourself. And so that's why it's so important, if you kind of know yourself and you're maybe a more extrinsically motivated person, that it's important to start setting deadlines and finding people to be your accountability buddy and start telling people that you have this goal, because otherwise it's just too easy to never do it. If you found yourself saying someday for like a long time, it is time to turn today into someday. And I know that can be the hardest part because there's so much anxiety and assumptions and probably build up at this point, which is why it's kind of important to just rip off the band-aid and go for it. And if you are an extrinsically motivated person, know that this stage is definitely the hardest part, because once you're at a point where like you're getting views, you're getting feedback from people, you're potentially starting to get brand deals, like that will be a major motivator to help you keep going. For me, I've always been like super intrinsically motivated. I just like think of goals for myself for whatever reason, and I'm like, I really want to do that, and I just keep pursuing it until I get there. But if you aren't just like unreasonably obsessed with starting a YouTube channel, then you're gonna have to come up with other strategies to keep yourself accountable to doing it if you know it's something that you really want to do. One method for finding an accountability buddy is joining my creator club community. There's lots of really motivated and amazing content creators in there, and we love to connect in the community forum. I'll have that link in the description below if you want to go check it out. Looks like I've almost made it.
If she got that and she like it, I'm gonna like it too.
What a day, what a week it has been. I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope you found it inspirational. I hope that it encouraged you on your journey to starting a YouTube channel, because trust me, I know it can be so hard to get started. It can be so hard to motivate yourself in the beginning and to not feel all of those weird, awkward, embarrassing feelings of working through the starting phase. But hopefully, as I've shown you, there are so many cool experiences and amazing opportunities on the other side of all that awkwardness and all of that trying. And I know I feel really, really grateful to past Katie for working through all of that weirdness to get to where I am today. Today being, you know, in the same room as Megan Thee Stallion, which is freaking cool. So I think I'm gonna end my day by going out, getting something to eat, and experiencing a little bit of Times Square. But I really appreciate you watching this video. If you like this vlog style of video, which I love making, I did one last week actually about what I spend in a month as an entrepreneur, breaking down all of the things that I have to spend money on for my business to run. So check that out next, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having adventures and following your dreams, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!